Ho! What's this? Calls one of the fishermen. Some kind of rubbish in the nets.
Useless sea chart.
Grumbles the hasty one.
Nothing on it but our own island.
A map cast to sea without purpose. Must be more to it.
Argues the steady one. The brave one brightens.
A mystery.
Aye. Folks in the village may know something of it. We should head back. The man glances up at their approach, then returns to his work with a grunt.
Mind if we interrupt for a moment?
Shouts Steadybeard.
See, we caught something strange this morning
And we thought you might know something of it.
It's mysterious, adds Bravebeard. There's a brief pause as the man stops hammering. He grunts. They wait. It appears he has nothing further to add. The men stand waiting, but there's no further response from the blacksmith. Bravebeard sidles over to the chewing cow. You wouldn't know anything about mysterious maps, would you, old girl? He pretends not to wait for an answer.
A sea chart, eh?
The young man shrugs.
Can't say I know much about 'em with these landlocked legs of mine. Old fella next door in the coffee shop might have answers.
You'll be wanting a drink and a sheet by the fire, I expect.
The men cast a dubious glance at the tiny stools before complying with a shrug. Behind them proceeds a friendly whir of mechanical sounds. The old man soon approaches with a steaming tray.
Single origin espresso. Roast it myself.
He declares. They stare blankly.
Coffee.
Relaxing, the men sip cautiously. Eyes widen.
Now, what have you found? Observation, that's all. Folks come in with questions and yours is plainly wrote in your hand.
Steadybeard grins.
Aye, then you are the man we want to see.
He unrolls the parchment between them. All lean in. The old man deliberates for a moment before speaking.
Seems what ye have here is a variety of a map that brings about adventurous deeds and heroic feats.
Aye!
Bravebeard leaps from his seat to pound Steadybeard on the back.
But there's nothing on it.
Remarks Hastybeard flatly, eyeing the old man. The old man grins at his skeptical look.
Aye, it's a worthwhile adventure that begins with the unknown. This map has tales yet to tell.
He turns to walk away.
Ho there! What sort of tales?
Calls Bravebeard.
That depends
Replies the old man.
on what sort ye choose.
He crosses the room, disappearing through a doorway behind the counter.
Neat. Guess we'll be going then. Thanks for the suppresso.
He tries. There's no answer. The musician nods but continues playing, happily shirking the morning's chores.
Sea rats.
Remarks Hastybeard, squinting.
What do you reckon they're after?
Steadybeard frowns.
I don't like it. Has the feel of mischief about it.
Mischief away!
Grins Bravebeard, loosing the sails. It's dark inside the whale, but the men appear to be intact. A flickering ring of firelight cuts into the darkness before them.
Join us, friends. From whence do you come?
Asks one of the nymphs.
We were sailing for adventure and heroic feats when this colossal whale fellow scooped us up.
Explains Steadybeard.
It's really very discouraging.
A man can't properly have an adventure at sea indoors.
Adds Bravebeard.
Be calm, friend. Imagine. Become the way.
Advises his second nymph. The others exchange mellow glances, nodding approval.
Can't say I follow the sentiment in that remark.
Comments Hastybeard.
But if you'll advise us how to hop off this vessel, we'll be on our way.
The great barnacle one brings us to a place we can look ourselves. But those unwilling have made a part to the fountain of the faithless.
Adds the nymph, gesturing sadly towards what appears to be a hatch.
And our ship? She can't fit through that.
Fear not. Once the great barnacle one reaches the place of promise, you will open wide the gates, that all may go out as they can.
So either we escape with no ship, or wait for the creature to open his maw.
The nymphs nod grandly.
Time flows quickly in contemplation of the great one's splendor. He who chooses the path of waiting is welcome here by the fire.
Bravebeard's face shows alarm.
I think we'd, prefer to look around first.
The nymphs begin to sway.
But all is darkness beyond the circle of the great one's love. You must first seek the enlightenment of...
Found it.
Interrupts Hastybeard, grabbing a torch from the fire before them. few barrels left empty by the morning's interrupted work now float free beside the boat. The men consider them in the torchlight.
If I were the puzzle-solving sort,
Observes Hastybeard.
I'd call that a solution.
Aye, they'll float,
Nods Steadybeard.
but not so well as our ship.
What are we, landsmen? Arms and legs float well enough.
That'll be our exit.
Observes Hastybeard eagerly.
Give her a tug.
But we aren't properly flotated.
Contends a nervous Steadybeard.
We can't go about tossing ourselves overboard without certain assurances.
Rubbish.
Grunts Bravebeard.
Give me water, and I'll teach it to carry me.
The men fidget for a moment. A Steadybeard clears his throat.
If you don't mind our intrusion, we'll wait here with you fellas.
Sit, friends. For those who follow the Great One, there is no mind.
Aye, that's plain.
Grins Bravebeard. The three men sit. There's a silence, and then the nymphs begin to speak in turn.
Within the Great One, there is only to be. The Great One encircles us in the circle of all things. The Great One's kindness is that.
The men begin to nod off, now catching only pieces of the nonsensical exchange as they fall into a deep sleep.
Final stop. Please exit to the front with your belongings.
Those long-haired imps let us sleep through our stop.
Complains Hastybeard as they sail out into the sunlight. Bravebeard merely shudders.
May as well see where it is we have stopped anyway. Great lumping land rats!
Exclaims Bravebeard, edging away.
Stop.
The voice is as deep and aged as the earth itself. Men and rocks stand staring at one another. Moments pass before the creature speaks again.
You are small.
Something about the naivete of this statement seems to ease the men.
You're rather large yourself.
Tries Bravebeard hesitantly.
Thank you.
Rumbles the small mountain, simply.
Would you like a flower? I am quite good at flowers.
Oh, we don't want to be a bother.
Begins Hastybeard,
In fact,
but the creature is already turning.
Or maybe I will fetch 3.
Rumbling happily to itself, the geological oddity thunders away. The men breathe sighs of relief.
I have done it. I have fetched a flower.
The men turn reluctantly from the enticing safety of their boat to face the returning earthquake. Gently, the massive stone fist places before them what appears to be an upended tree.
Why, thank you. What a nice flower.
Gushes Hastybeard, elbowing the snickering Bravebeard. The big creature beams. The creature's shoulders slump, dejected.
It has wilted.
You know, I think I saw another on the far end of the island.
Suggests Steadybeard.
Why don't you
I
go?
will fetch it.
Brightening, the mountainous being turns once more to thunder away.
Or maybe 3.
Hastybeard calls after him, grinning.
Quick, while we have a chance.
Whispers Hastybeard, leading the way to the boat.
I don't like the looks nor sound of that.
Worries Steadybeard over the distant rumble.
Rather be fetching flowers without walking a rock pile on dry ground.
On cue, a shower of rain tumbles over them.
Suffering squid livers.
Howls Hastybeard.
We'll be sunk.
They bail furiously, but the downpour is relentless. Through the eerie gray, they seem to hear the faint keening of a wordless song. A flash of lightning suddenly illuminates their surroundings.
Womenfolk!
Yells Bravebeard.
There are womenfolk in the water.
His shout is followed closely by a splash as Hastybeard jumps in.
Of all the kelp-headed
A
halfwits.
second splash halts Steadybeard's analysis of the situation. He dives in after them. Finding the dark water empty, the men quickly regret their course of action.
Well met, bearded travelers.
Hello? Stammers Bravebeard, awed. The absurdity of underwater speech only adds to the wonder apparent on his face.
You have seen much this day.
She continues smiling. The men nod unnecessarily.
Yet you have not seen all.
She peers at each of them.
Other paths lie untrodden behind you. If it is in your hearts to seek these paths, another day awaits.
Hastybeard clears his throat nervously.
Pardon my interruption, ma'am, but we've no longer any vessel with which to seek them. Lost at sea she was.
You have traveled far without her, have you not? But do not be troubled. That which is lost may yet be found. May we meet again at the end of another path.
Inclining her glimmering head in farewell, the creature slips silently away into darkness. In the quiet that follows, the men find themselves still sinking. The men arrive on a sun-baked beach, their beards still sopping wet with salt water. As the men walk along the unfamiliar coastline, they reflect individually upon their experience at the bottom of the briny deep. Something about the creature's words makes them feel closer to home.
Thought you'd find your way to that door eventually.
The old man greets them.
The familiar has a way of making itself new when you look at it sideways. Never seen that part of the island before, I'd bet.
The men shake their heads.
Still have the map?
He questions. Steadybeard nods, silently passing it to him.
I see you managed to find those adventurous deeds. And did you meet her?
Aye,
Bravebeard is the first of the brothers to speak.
magnificent she was. Like the Storm of old tales, but she told us we'd more to see.
Aye. It'll be there when you're ready for another go.
The old man gestures to the books.
Those shelves are full of tales like yours, and all with paths left untrod.
There's a twinkle in his eye.
I've even contributed a few in my time. You see, what's left unwritten in one story can fill others, if you've the inclination to sail again. Have another look at that shelf.
Burly Men at Sea. Not a bad title, that. But what's all this numerical business on the spine? And how did...
Gives him a sly look.
That's another mystery. If you've the curiosity for it. And one last thing.
Continues the old man.
I don't mind telling you now that I was the one who sent your bottle to sea. I have another to be tossed out. For the next curious soul, will ye do the honor?